I'm on my way, yeah. Don't call me if you land. Look on my way, on top of my game. You wasted a chance in the corner, like you don't know, don't leave me on ya. Keep on reminding, keep on reminding you that you're mine. You're gonna wipe me. I'm hanging the backseat. I'm waiting for a chance to say why we've been waiting for love is real. Oh, I try to throw this all behind. Find myself inside it just once again. What if I'm saying, taking me for granted? I would never come to forgive myself. I ain't tryna be okay. Don't call me if you can. Look out on my way. On top of my head. I'm on my way, I'm on my way now. Don't call me if you can. Look out on my way. On top of my head. Hanging in the backseat. Hanging in the backseat. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. And even when we try to throw this all behind, I find myself inside your arms again. What if I'm insane and taking me for granted? I would never come to forgive myself. I ain't tryna be okay. Yes, Caribbean Listener family, to another episode of the Pan African Bliss right here on the Black of Fire Radio, media for the 21st century. My name is Joby and hope you are doing amazing on this amazing, beautiful day. It is on the Tuesday, the 26th of the month, July. Just a few days or rather a couple of weeks, just a week actually, to the Kenyan elections. And all I can say as I start, I'm looking forward to have us having a peaceful election. But it is exactly 16 minutes past 12 p.m. You can let me know where you're interacting with us from and where you are streaming with us from. In case you're new, feel free to join us officially by subscribing to this channel and also join us also through our website. We are on the www.blackoffirenetwork.com. But that was Nikita Caring with X, and of course that is the name of the jam. In case you are looking around or asking which jam is that jamming over there. But Karibu Sana, we shall be getting into so many details today. But first, I want to tell and let the family know that our channel has been blocked. I'm not sure it has been taken down, but it has been blocked. So far, we have 2 channels which have been blocked. But we're looking to see if everything is going to be positive. Because we've seen every time we are growing, our channels get blocked. Every time we try to give information, our channels get blocked. But I'm looking forward personally to having an amazing conversation. Our focus today shall be going to Addis Ababa, and we shall be checking about yesterday. If you were on the African Diary, I think you did hear Kate mention something to do with how the coups in the African country have been funded. The UN, or other these people, the Europeans, have been funding these coups that have been happening in most of the countries. But it's not only that. After they do that, the same people come and act like, we didn't know what was going on, and we want to fund back. Rather, we want to investigate on what was happening on this particular matter. And those are the lies that most of the people believe, because right now in Addis Ababa, that is the same thing going. We've been having clashes in Ethiopia between the Tigray people and also in Djibouti, and so many people to mention. And all these wars have been all funded, and it is crazy how these people come and act like they are innocent. They don't know anything that is going on, and they play us for a fool. But that is where our main focus shall be going. But starting off with other more news and updates, we are going to Kenya. And of course, speaking of the elections, recently we've seen that we have had last Friday, I guess, it was on Friday, we had some people from Venezuela, the Venezuelan people, 2 of them, they were arrested at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. And of course, this was about some stickers, which are for the IEBC. And of course, still on the same case, when they were arrested, we also had Chebukati, who is the head of the election, rather the IEBC. He went ahead and said that this is they're supposed to be given a immediate release, and nothing is wrong and nothing is fishy about those particular stickers. But of course, I think they have been released because they're saying that the electoral agency has said that the election kits stickers are non-strategic election materials, and hence no cause of alarm after some were impounded at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport last week. And Wafula Chebukati led independent electoral boundaries commission in an advertisement published in the local dailies. He said that the technology contracted the firm's Smartmatic, and it's required to provide stickers to aid in labeling each of the KIMS kits for the purpose of packaging and dispatch of the polling stations, which is currently under the way. And they're saying it is important to note that the stickers are non-strategic elections materials, and the stickers were printed based on the details of the Gazette notice published on the 1st of July. And the information therein is available to the public and can be accessed on the Commission's website. I think this is really, really crazy. And this is really insane because clearly we can see they're trying to find a way on how they can tamper with this election. Yes, they already know who the leader is. And also, speaking of that, today we're supposed to be having the presidential debate. But all these two, so far we have two opponents who have already stepped down, and they're saying, we can't stand together, we can't do this and this, still playing on the tribalism whole thing, which is also, we call it a zero game, because that is what they do to the people. The people get carried away by this. They think truly these people are enemies, but again, you're going to be finding them laughing at the same table, and them benefiting as the country remains in poverty. But do let me know what you think about this particular matter, because personally, I think the election is already tampered with, but the problem is going to be to our people. How are we going to respond to it? Whatever the results will be, how are we going to act upon it? Because that is where the problem comes. But they're saying that this comes just a day after the Directorate of the Criminal Investigation, boss George Kinoti, say that the Venezuela arrested at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport on Thursday were either IEBC or Smartmatic staff, but had been in the country at the invitation of a Kenyan named Abdullahi Abdi. And the chief executive officer of Nairobi-based on technology startup Seamless Technologies, and they're saying that Mr. Joseph George Jerogoi was arrested on Thursday afternoon with the 17 rolls of the election stickers, while other two did arrive in the country. That was in July 15th with 9 rolls of the same type of stickers, and that is when they were arrested at the airport. But personally, I just hope whatever the result of the election is going to be, because right now there's a lot of tension, and the tension is mostly affecting the people. But you can let me know what are your thoughts regarding this. Moving on to more news and updates. It's about something that has been happening in the country for so long, and this about when it comes to our police. The people are supposed to be protecting the country, but they totally do the opposite of it. And currently, or rather in the past few years, when you are arrested as a young man, if you don't have money, you must be having money in your pocket. If you don't have money, you're either gonna end up in prison, or if you have M-Pesa, this is how they do it. They tell you to send the money in their phone and then delete the message, and this has been going on for so long. But right now we have two people, they have actually sued the Kenyan police and the Safaricom because of what they have been doing, because this is frauding. We have been speaking about frauding in the country, and this, I think, personally is also part of frauding. But they're saying that a group has sued the police and the Safaricom, and they're seeking for M-Pesa cash bill refund. And this happened, that was they're saying that the 8 Kenyans have sued the police and the Safaricom seeking refund of 40,000 Kenyan shillings, which they paid 6 years ago using a pay bill number that was being piloted by the police service. And the pay bill had been introduced by the police service to curb loss of funds, which suspects pay as bail to secure their release upon arrest and before being presented before the court, which is crazy. So this means clearly Safaricom also have cooperated with the police to get this, because you can't get a till number unless you are working with Safaricom. So clearly also Safaricom is to be held guilty for this. But they're saying that the eight through their lawyer, Lampana Sinkaya, allegedly that they had paid the money on December 13, 2016, at the Shaurumoy police station, and they appeared before the Makadara court following the following day as a direct as directed and denied charges of creating disturbance. And the trial magistrate then ordered the money posted at the police station to be converted into cash bail. And however, the station's commander claimed that the conversion was impossible due to failure of the M-Pesa system used at the police station, which is a lie. And the eight are Julian Olayo, Patrick, Winnie, Anthony, so many names to mention, but they're saying that the failure of the respondent to return the money constitutes an unjust, unlawful, and unconstitutional act against the national principle and values required to the public service members, and consequently denying the petitioners their rights to return the money paid. And that is some information given by the guy called Mr. Sinyanka. Well, this is really crazy, and this is not the first time personally I've had the case. I remember, I don't know if I came into, personally, like, hand in hand with it. I think I saw someone who faced the same thing, and after they send the money, they always make a call somewhere, like the person who is around the till number, like, as this amount been confirmed. After you confirm, that is when they get to give you a release, which is really, really crazy that we are being ruled in corruption. And I won't speak even of ignorance at this particular point, because the youth have been made into, they have been, actually, we are in a point, most of the youth are in a point where you don't have a voice. Like we were talking yesterday, you don't have a voice, you can't say anything, you can't question, you'll have to do it. If you don't do it, you're going to end up on the wrong side of the law. As much as you are right and you know this is unlawful, still you're going to end up at the wrong side. And this might even mess your life, because there's a time I gave a certain report where we saw that literally most of the cases, and it's like a sellout, most of the cases that get to happen in this court, like it's like a business going on between the police, the court, and the prison, like where most of the youth, the majority are the youth, they are in prison, and which is really, really insane. But let me know, family, what are your thoughts regarding this? Because for me, what I can say is that this is pure evil, pure animosity, and we need a change in the country. That is what I can really say. We need a change, but I don't know how we can demand a change when our people also have been kept in fear. But I'm moving on also to more news and updates. It's about something still when it comes to our African people, we have been talking about, and this is about the women actually. And we have been seeing that most of the African people are caught up in between, like where you want to be, them Zungu, especially them Zungu part. We've been speaking about bleaching, and remember Keith was to make me share. Let me see if I can find the video, the bleaching advertisement. Personally, I've not seen the bleaching advertisement, but every time you walk in the streets of town right here in Nairobi, you're gonna be finding these women advertising the oils. They call you, they ask you, can we give you any lightening cream, for you to become more light skin and all this. But again, this has come with a lot of consequences on it. And actually, it is in Kenya, it is happening in Kenya a lot, I think. In Nigeria, I can say Nigeria maybe it could be the first country that has affected most of the African women with this, because you want to change everything about you, where they get even, the hip surgery, the liposuctions, the butt lifts, and nose jobs, and all those things. But they're saying that from the Brazilian butt lifts, the BBL, to liposuctions, hips, nose jobs, and thigh gap creations, to name just but a few. Kenyan women are not holding back in their dangerous search for the perfect body. That is what they are calling it. And they're saying, despite being told about the side effects that may even be fatal in some of the cosmetic procedures, whether surgical or not, they still do not mind splashing hundreds of thousands of shillings just to change their looks. They're saying that when the healthy nation teamed and they visited Dr. Panvari, Kenyan cosmetic dermasurgeon at Avenue Clinic, that was in Nairobi. He was busy attending at Soera Grace 37, who had just landed from London for a more affordable Botox procedure with
Uh-oh. I don't want to hear what happened to Joby. Live. What's going on, family? We lost another channel. We're on a smaller channel now. I don't know what happened to Joby. I was just going to come in to join her. Who's ever on this channel, y'all know. Then you guys know we lost the other channel, so we'll be down for 2 weeks on that channel. We'll just be on this one. So I'm trying to find out what happened to Joby. So wait. What's going on, everybody? Got two people in here. These are the channels we will be at. That's from Joby. What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Williams? What's going on, Stop the BS? Yeah, they took down the other channel because of Katie's show. We'll be over here for the next 2 weeks. You know, that's what they do. That's what they do. Especially to my ass. Can't talk freely on this shit. So, I don't know what happened to Joby. I came in late. I was trying to join her. All right, that's what's up. Oh, I'm powering out. Uh-oh. I figured what happens is Africa. I know. I didn't say nothing. I know. That's what I was telling Joby and Katie. Said we didn't say shit. But it was I must have said something on our Katie show. Enough for them to take it down. Exactly. I didn't say nothing. They don't want me to say nothing. Nothing. I said, damn, I didn't even say shit. That's the same thing I said, Stop the BS. I didn't say nothing. But that's a little bit I say. They don't want me to say it. But the power's out over there in Africa. Katie just sent me a message telling me the power was up. Hey. Ain't no telling how long that should be up. Yeah, the power went off over there now in Nairobi. So, you know, that's the powers that be making sure they having power outages all throughout the third world and making sure that power stays out, go off on the grid. You know what they want to do. I can't even say it. They'll take that. They'll take this channel down if I say the truth. So, you know, the crash in the world's economy. If you guys go check out that picture that Sister Michelle left in the WhatsApp chat room, I also put it on the damn website, our social media part of the website. Man, that shit disturbing. That grocery store was empty up there in Michigan. I mean, empty, like it was ransacked, like they were about to go through a hurricane or something. That grocery store she showed was frightening. You know, that thing was quite frightening. No telling when the power's gonna come back on. Mm. Yeah, just ask about that. You just ask about the power. Young people must take a stand or we'll keep suffering. Oh yeah, I agree with you. Stop the BS. I don't think most people are ready for what's about to happen. You know, that video that Michelle showed was disturbing. I mean, it was nothing in the grocery stores over there in Michigan. I was like, damn. See, Janice still found us. Even though they took down another channel, Janet found us. Yeah, they sent me messages about the power being turned. That's them, you know, mess with the power grid. But we can't tell. Yeah, see, let me know. We can't tell when they'll be back. I know. I know, Katie. This is crazy. Well, you can find, when we go down. Most black people, are pretty stupid. They'll ask me for the next 2 weeks, what happened to you guys? Oh man, I'm not answering that shit no more. I told you, you got a website. Go to the website. Look at the show page or the social page over there on the network. I'm always gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it in the WhatsApp group. So don't ask me what happened to you guys, but it's the same shit every time. What happened? What happened to you guys? What happened? I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. Tired of holding black people's hands. Like, God damn. We gotta be the most moronic people on the planet. White people lose somebody, they know exactly where to meet. And black people like, what happened? Why? What happened? I'm like, what? Yeah, it's crazy. Black people like herding cats, Mr. Wynn. They like herding cats. It's okay. They're gonna take down the channels, and I never know for what reason. When they do, be over here, meet over here, and you'll know. I said, meet over here, and you'll know where we're at. So, if you don't come on, you'll. These are the meetup points, and they'll ask you again. Oh man, what happened? I'm like, God, I don't know what happened. Shit, god damn, over and over again with you. I don't got no clue. I don't know. We decided to change the channel. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm talking to girls. Well, George's able to find us. Oh, the ladies, okay. No, there's a power outage, Janet. There's a power outage right now. They already, because they woke up early, let me know the other channel got taken down. I said, let me write in the on the website that the channels got taken down and where to meet us at. And then I guess they were doing the show. I came on in and Joby wasn't here, so I said, oh shit, maybe the power went out. So I called them and said, yeah, the power went out. And remember, understand, like you said, and that's rare, especially for that part where I got them at in Nairobi. Power never goes up. That's them squeezing. That's the Mad Max and era being done now. That's the Mad Max. That's the Mad Max situation now being done in Kenya now. They're squeezing the power grids like they're doing in all the third world countries now. Because Kenya was one of the few places, even though Spike's ass wasn't playing the bill over there, like I told his dumbass, it's rare for power to go out in Nairobi like that. Nairobi's actually a pretty modern city where the power stays on all the time. So that's them, you know, fucking with their power grid. Like I told them since the whole era, so because I'm sure they squeezed them about the loans that they own and countries trying to save money. So there's no telling when the power come back on. There's no telling. And I don't know why everybody was so confused yesterday. Messenger Mosquito stupid ass about Candy. Who is this? What's going on? Who's the? I hired another girl, moron. I told you I was gonna hire another girl and another guy, and that's why Candy's in law school, so that's why she was protecting the court. That's why she was protecting the court yesterday. It's the institution, Keith. The institution. It's the institution, Keith. It's the institution. She's protecting them damn judges and courts. I'm talking to Joey. So she was she was fighting for the institution. She wasn't fighting for the white supremacy. She fighting for the institution. She believes in the law. Stop the BS. So what she said, I believe a brought a good law system. You know, she believes in that institutional law brought to her by white people. I'm trying to explain to her, it's as bad as any other wicked systems. That's why she was fighting. So she was protecting their system of law, right? Because she believes in an institution. And I hired her because Candy's really smart. You want smart people, not dummies. So that was the reason why I hired her. And I'm glad she shared her opinion. She believes in that, and she believes in the institution of law that the white man left. She fought for. She believed in it. She wouldn't fight for white people. She'd fight for the institution of law. She believed that white people gave her a good system of law. I disagree. I disagree. Yes, I disagree with that, but her being so close to, being in law school, that's what she believes. And Candy's young. She's only 26. So I told her she took a break from law school because she got disillusioned. So, like I told her, it isn't as great as you said it is, Candy, because you got disillusioned. I still believe in the institution, Keith. Come on. I still believe in the institution. Come on. So, there's no telling. Well, that's a good question. I don't know. It's not in Africa. It's not the same kind of specialty law that we have here, Janet. It's not the same kind of specialty law as we have here, but I think it's probably criminal justice system. She's so adamant about she's so adamant about crime. So I just assume it was the criminal justice system. So I don't know. I never asked her. When I was interviewing, I never asked her what particular field of law she was in. She was going into. Because she was taking a sabbatical. She was disillusioned. She was disillusioned at the time. So, remember, because I had to fill out for a man and another woman. And so Candy answered the ad. Found out that she was still in law school and disillusioned. And I think she was also becoming a lawyer because of her parents. Africa, her parents wanted her to be a lawyer, right? Her parents wanted her to practice law. It says the institution you can't disagree with. No, she respects the institution. She respects the structure. I understand what she's saying. She believes that Africa was lawless before the crackers showed up. I can understand her saying she respects the institution. And why she was putting up. See, the judges are a critical part of civilization, Keith. You see the judges? I appreciate her passion. I don't hire no morons. So she's well versed in law, and she's passionate, and she's young, and seeing more, you understand when you're young, what have you seen? She's been in law school, so she's been plugged into that institution. What does that even mean, George? What are you talking about? We're not talking about investing. We mean a reasonable rate of return. We're not talking about investing shit. What are you talking about, George? What What kind of crazy ass tangent are you on? What the hell are you talking about, George? Reasonable rate of return. What the hell are you talking about? I'm talking about the girl being in law school. You talking about a reasonable rate of return? Are you drunk? Are you drunk early in the morning in British Columbia? Are you drunk up there in Vancouver, George? Are you drunk? You been drinking? What the hell's that? What the hell's that got to do with the conversation? My voice still bad. What the hell's that got to do with the conversation, oh George? I think everybody believes in a reasonable rate of return. Are you giving us investment advice? I think everybody believes in a reasonable rate of return. Okay, mostly corporate law. Yeah, that's how I was going to school to become a corporate lawyer. But it was so, you don't get to that field till your third year. You started, first you go, you study all manner of law. And then your last year, you go with specialty law, what you're going to specialize in. Believe in Jesus. Exactly. So I agree with it. Exactly. I agree with that, Janet. That's why I understood what she was saying. Not as black and white as Mr. Williams is saying. She believes in an institution. She believes an institution can be used for good. I believe that at one time as well. Done some good things. I believe that as well. At one time, of course I have. And I was in law school, so yeah, I believed in the institution as well. Even though it was, the law profession wasn't created by crackers, but something that they adopted. So she's right about that. She's right about that. I know she believes in those wigs brainwashing. That's no good. Yes, you do. Well, I know she believes in the wigs, Mr. Stop this. It's gone everywhere. She let me know the power's out everywhere. On the crowd, his name. What are you talking about, Joe? You drunk? Well, that's the institution. Stop the BS. All right, y'all, I'm back. Yeah, it is brainwashing. But see, and then she tried to compare Stop the Bliss with see, white people in Scotland wear it. That's their culture, not yours. We're not telling you not to practice law, but you must make a law system that benefits you, not from your colonizers. And that's what we're trying to make her understand. So she was defending institutions, because in Africa, that's what you do. You defend colonial institutions, sadly enough. And so her being a barrister, studying to be a barrister, a lawyer, a barrister, she has respect for the institution. And I get that. I did it once as well, so I get that. So I respect that in her. And she's only 26. You'll come up, you got to give people a chance to grow. Stop the BS. She's only 26 years old. People form different opinions through different times in their life. And as they get exposed to more information, you get a chance for people to grow. Me too. I never agree with it too. But I believe it can help us. But I walked away from law school for a wholly different reason. I thought it could do good. The thing with me being a lawyer was to help black people. I believe I can help through the system. But I think as black people, our system over here has got to be completely torn down. I don't think we get any justice in this white man's system. Them being African, they should constructed their own system of legalese instead of going back to what the white man gave them. It is. There is an institutional white supremacy. Stop the BS. There's no doubt about that. Hell, it's all ingrained with the white wigs and the outfits they wear. That's no doubt. That's no doubt. There's no, you can't get me to say any other way. I'm in perfect agreement. That's why I bring it up. If you're gonna dress up like a clown, like a white man, all your rulings are gonna be skewed to white supremacist power. You can't tell me you're in a white man's outfit, becoming a clone and a mimic of the white man, and your behavior and tendencies are not to promote and keep white supremacy intact. That's just not logical. I don't know what the hell. George is drunk. I don't know what the hell George is talking about. just talking to them about. She said Thurgood Marshall was a brilliant mind, but he ended up brilliant mind. He's a no good coon ass nigga. But he was. He's a no good coon what he was. But you guys, well, go ahead and do this real quick. You guys. Trying to see if she has damn. If she can do the show a little bit on her phone, if she has data, I will have to. Yes, I have data, but you can do what? No. Oh, give me a second, guys. So I said Joey had any the brilliant mind, the coon mind. You guys, comments on. Okay, with all due respect, if I have offended you in any way, please let me know so that I will not. He's joking with you, Janet. Oh yeah, he said joking. He's joking. What are you talking about? His ass is joking. You can't take that nut serious. Ah, shit. Man, that's how it is. I'm gonna leave you guys for a good 10 minutes. So go ahead. Okay, y'all. Sun coming up out here or something. I said Joby can join us. He said Joby can join us on their phone. But you know, Mm, mm, mm. We'll see. Well, they did what the Amish doing? What are, what are the U.S. Marshals doing with the Amish? Janet? What are the U.S. Marshals doing with the Amish? You gotta let me know what you mean. What are they doing with the Amish? Are they confiscating their belongings? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. You gotta elaborate. I'm not understanding what you're saying. The U.S. Marshals are doing what with the Amish? Sound of what alarm? I don't know. Amish, when the Amish can be on YouTube? I thought the Amish can't do any damn YouTube or any electronics. Sound alarm about what? Okay, were they confiscating the products? What are they doing with the products? Are they confiscating the products? Hey, you guys give me about 10 minutes. I know I'm going through a bad era right here. Whenever I cross the foot of Alabama, my phone goes out. So give me about 10 more minutes. My phone's going to be going out. Just stay here. If I go out, stay here. If I go to this part of Alabama, my phone goes out. Took their food, damn. Wow. So Israel is starting. You guys go check out that picture in the WhatsApp app chat room. That Sister Michelle sent from Michigan. The stores are completely empty up there at the Kroger up in Michigan. I was like, damn. The stores are completely empty. I think it's Joby. Hold on. I think it's Joby.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, there you good.
All right.
I'm gonna go to back family. So give me 10 minutes and I go out and got that Joby. Yeah, so you see the U.S. Marshals are now taking the food and the land of the Amish here. And go check out that picture I shared with in the WhatsApp group of the stores in Michigan when Michelle's at. It's empty. It's real. You never see no empty stores in America. This ain't Africa, damn sure ain't Asia. It's America. You never see no shit like that. This is real. That's why the lights off in Kenya. That's why the lights off are in Kenya. Because they're trying to save money that they owe the IMF by cutting power down. That's what they're going to be doing in the third world. So, If I go out, you guys, give me a second. I'm going to a bad area. You guys can hear me or not. Can you guys hear me? Guys, let me know if you guys can hear me or not.
We can hear you. Hi, George Guy. Hi, Sister Janet. Hi, Kay Williams. And to the rest of the family who are with us, thank you so much for joining. Sorry, our lights went out, and it's that thing that we can't. There's nothing you can do about it.
I've never seen no Amish sell no. I've never seen no Amish sell no drugs. Stop the BS. Now, them Amish don't even take baths, man. You be around their ass. Oh man, them some stinky crackers. I'm like, oh man, y'all gotta use some deodorant. Only the Amish don't use no deodorant. What's that, Joby?
I'm good, Kay Williams. How are you? I'm great.
Now,
Sister Janet was saying that I was going to have Lady.
What'd you say?
No, I was reading Sister Janet's comment. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I see she's saying that you are going to have me look for the show in their content. I don't know. I've just found you in the middle of the conversation. I don't know that.
Oh yeah, some people. She's talking to my lady on me. Podcast, have you look up these people she wants to show and share their content. Some Amish motherfuckers in America, where the land is getting taken, the food is getting taken because it's about starvation of people in the. That's the whole goal. They control every level of power now. In real time. Oh. So Candy, I said good morning.
Good morning to you too. Good morning, Candy.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I was sitting there defending you. You go to.
Hi, kids. Thank you for the defense.
Yeah. Good morning, Joe. Yeah, but I'm gonna go out in a minute, you guys. I'm going to a bad area. Shit. I'm going to Alabama. My internet always goes out. But it's getting real. The Rothschilds and Rockefellers are collapsing the planet, but they did it too quick. Everybody's waking up. People finally know who runs the world.
We're losing your audio.
I don't even.
It's okay. But I see, George Guy, it's candy, not candy. It's candy. But
I've been so worried about the pronunciation. That's somebody's English school teacher. It's candy, not candy. It's candy.
Candy, not candy.
Candy.
Kendy. Why? Oh, still Y applies. Nika Joby, like Joby. The only difference is because mine has a, but still inakuja Joby. Inafaa kuwa na I.
It's maybe.
Yeah, so I
Let me know if you guys can hear me now.
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah, they sound like somebody's English teacher. It's not candy, it's Kendi. It's Kendi, Kendi. Get out of here. somebody's damn English teacher or something. And George, stop being so thirsty all the time.
Really? Really?
Gotcha.
Easy? Just guy kid is just playing with you. But I see K. Williams, you're asking where's my baby? He's sleeping.
So you admit to having a kid?
I don't.
Please pick a struggle.
As in?
You have a kid or not?
I don't.
But you've said your baby is just sleeping right now.
Because I'm being asked where's my baby. Yesterday we were discussing about there's a conversation when I said when it comes to the African countries.
And everybody just looked
feeder.
at you like,
Yes.
what are you not telling us?
Feeder does not take the child support, they don't take the responsibilities. And I said, personally, I have an experience because I saw what my mom went through.
I remember everyone here, everybody shared a look. We're like, Joby, what are you not telling us? What are you not telling us?
K. Williams, you're asking, is that Kami's sisters? I don't know what to answer to that.
K. Williams is always Mwambie yes.
And the judge guy said that, Keith, I think you are a closest Bible tamper. What do you mean? What is a Bible tamper? Bible tamper.
I have no idea what that is.
That is really insane. But for me personally, family, I want to talk about what is really going on in Kenya. I did give hints on what is going on with the elections. And we've been discussing about the tension and everything. And right now, everyone is just looking forward to having a peaceful election. That is all everyone is really praying. But with other more news and updates, I was to talk about the UN and what is going on in the UN. And they're saying that we've seen when it comes to the issues that have been happening in the African countries, especially the wars. Yesterday on Katie's show, I had even Keith mention it. They have been funding these particular wars, but again, they come and act like they didn't know what is going on in the country, and they wanna now bring peace. But still, they're the same people.
That's why they took down the damn show. That's why we talk too much about what they do. I'm like, what? We didn't really say nothing. That's right. Africans are not supposed to know how the world works. Go ahead, Joe.
So I was just saying that in the African countries we've seen all these happenings. Even in Nigeria, the kidnappings, we've seen some government officials who are also involved in it, but they act like we can't do anything about the situation. You can't give ransoms, you can't do this. But the same people are funding for this all evil shit that is going on in the country. But with the UN, which was my main focus of the day, right now they're looking forward to how they can investigate war that is in Addis Ababa. And they're saying that the UN Commission of Human Rights Experts on Ethiopia.
Let me ask you a question, Joby. The UN, a non-elected body. No one put the UN in charge of shit. So why are we looking to the UN? No one elects the UN, Joby. No one elects these people. But yet they're giving power all over the planet. They're non-elected body. So why are we give a shit what the UN talks about? Because they set up that wicked system. Because no one is elected in the UN. We don't get to elect their ass to tell us what to do. But go ahead, Joby. Go ahead.
So the UN Commission of Human Rights Experts on Ethiopia is in the country's capital, that is Addis Ababa, for the first 2 visits since it established in December last year. And the commission is an independent entity mandated to conduct investigations to establish the facts and the circumstances surrounding alleged violations and abuses committed by all parties during Ethiopia's current conflict, which has been going on since 2020, which it's all them, which they have been doing this because they're so far managed.
It's them, exactly right, Joby. It's them because they don't want Ethiopia when it said it was going to build a manufacturing plant. And they don't want Africans to not be on the bottom because they built that dam to give them unlimited power, so they would have power outages. They needed clean, cheap energy. So they said, we're going to put clean, cheap energy so we can start doing our own manufacturing here in Ethiopia. That white man said, you going to do what? What you going to do? Oh, no, you won't be doing that. No, you won't. You won't be taking the money out of our pockets. So then all of a sudden now it's a war in Ethiopia, Joby. Now how's it gonna be a war and these Negroes don't got no money? Who's sponsoring it, Joby?
It's them.
Exactly.
But what I've seen so far, what they've done is that with all this, it has managed to destroy the African people, because we can't unite when you always see each other. You know, they always want to act like it's Africans rising against each other, but they are the cause. Then what target they were looking for, it happens. Because when you come and fund for these wars, and maybe it affects the people are gonna turn against each other, which is what they want. But they always turn the case against the African people and say that this just began for no reason. How do you just start fighting for no reason?
Exactly, Joby, because you're not ignorant. So I can always get ignorant people to fight, Joby. That's why education is so important in Africa. That's why it's kept ignorant. Exactly, Joby. How do you start fighting for no reason? I said, oh, you know what, Joby? That tribe over there said bad things about you, and they're getting more than you. It's not fair, Joby. You say, God damn it ain't fair. What's going on? So you start fighting. Exactly right. But if you're educated, like, that don't even make sense. That sounds stupid. Why are you come telling me about some other African people and what they supposed to be doing to me? You know, that's why. You figure that's why they keep education, Joby, so bad in Africa. They need that ignorance there so they can dominate. You got it.
So they're saying that the Ethiopian government had initially rejected the resolution, calling it an alternative way to meddle in its internal affairs, and had announced it will not acknowledge or cooperate with any mechanism. But it seems relations have since softened after the Commission announced last month it has initiated the process of dialogue with the government, and there are hopes that the consultations in Addis Ababa will result in access for investigations to sites of alleged violations, and as well as survivors, victims, and witnesses.
Yeah.
So,
okay, it's bullshit, Joby. So, why do I need an unelected body of white people to come tell me what's going on in my country that's actually starting the shit? It's not the mummies. So the Africans finally starting to figure out who's the one starting these wars and shit. Finally, it only took us 70 years, African people. You should have figured out. Even though Kendi thinks that the white man brought you something good. The white man's never brought you nothing good. His whole goal is to make sure he's got Africa, and it keeps giving him money. So that's why they're there. They're not there to help any African people. Go ahead, Joe.
So what they're saying is that also with this, that is what is happening in Addis Ababa, but in Congo, they're looking on how they can actually remove the UN, giving any demands in the country, because they're saying that there's been a protest actually, and they're saying that the protest in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, the main city Goma, have vandalized and looted UN forces premises, calling for them to leave the country. And the UN mission.
You know why? You know why, Joby? Because they know the UN they know exactly. They know the UN ain't never done shit for them. Because the UN ain't done them but bring them, shots. Bring them all kind of ugali. They ain't asked for the ugali. And these people know that the UN ain't never been there to help them, no matter what Kendi is saying about the white man bringing good things to them.
So they say that the UN mission in the country, Monsuko, is being criticized for failing to help restore peace in the DRC. The same thing they're trying to do in Ethiopia right now. They have failed to do it in Congo. So they then can tell me you've already failed in one African country, they jump into another thinking you can also bring the same. And this, why don't people see? Why don't people, what is this? This is not blinding. This is a pure information that is outside and clear. Why don't you just...
Because you're not educated to know all that, Joe. But they're going to tell you all that. You're not, and like Kendi said, you're not looking for that because you're looking how to feed yourself. You don't know all of Africa. You don't know the UN. Why is the UN, Joby, only in Africa? It ain't in America. I don't got UN troops on the streets. Why is it not in Europe? Why is it not in Asia?
One, I think
Why?
Africans are too easy to be manipulated. One,
Exactly, Joby.
two, also because of the ignorance we have, they have found the benefits in everything they do in the continent. For them,
Yes.
they are destroying the country, but for them, there's a benefit always. There's always a
Yeah,
benefit.
because Africa's rich. Africa's rich, Joby. I'm getting these minerals. I'm getting this money out of here. It's rich. I'm not there. They wouldn't be in Africa, Joby, if it was poor. If Africa had that, they wouldn't be there.
Just guys, start with the candies.
check this out. I'm gonna tell Candy something. If Africa was poor, Joby, they wouldn't even brought you white Jesus. Man, we ain't got time to bring them no white Jesus. Ain't nothing in Africa. Fuck that. We ain't going there no way. If they find white Jesus on their own, good. If they don't, whatever.
Well, that is true. That is true. But they're saying that the UN mission in the country, MONUSCO, is being criticized for failing to help restore peace in the eastern DRC, Congo, in more than 20 years. That the force has been deployed to the conflict-torn region. And people have been sharing images on social media of people chanting against the presence of the peacekeepers in the country as others loot materials at MONUSCO's main base in Goma. And most markets and shops were closed. That was yesterday. In nearly 1 million population of the town is in fear of the looting.
Because they're not peacekeepers. The UN is never there to keep any peace. That's the lie. We're going to do a story all on the UN, and we're going to show you the things they really done, because it was wicked people that created it. The Rothschilds and Rockefellers created the UN. It's a non-governmental institution. Why has it got power? Nobody voted for the UN, and nobody voted these people to be in your country. Who gave them power? They're not a government they're not a government organization. They're owned privately by these wicked ass crackers.
Sure.
I'm gonna come, Joby, your house is dirty. I'm coming in to take care and make sure your house is clean, Joby. He said, Keith, I don't want you in my house. I said, Joby, you don't know how to handle your house, Joby. I'm coming in anyway.
It's my house.
Yes, but I'm coming in to help you, Joby. You need my help. You're African and stupid. I'm white and I'm come to help you. So now don't make me get angry, Joe, by helping you clean your own house. He said, I don't need your help. Joby, I'm not asking anymore. I'm not asking, I'm coming in. Then when I leave, Joby said, hey, you stole everything, Joby. Don't worry about the things I've stolen. Your house is now clean. Let's clean up all my shit. I know, but I've helped you. So pray to white Jesus now, and everything will be all right. Go ahead, Joby, go ahead. Oh, did I lose Joby? I lost Joby. I lost. Kitty. Who's Kitty? I might have lost Joby, you guys. I don't hear that. Yeah, I lost it. Hey, Kitty. Oh, shoot, guys. I think Joby's back. You hear me, Joby?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm using data, so family don't please.
Let me go. Oh, let me see some data money.
But I was saying that I wonder, like, how many African countries are also, like, they know, and the problem is there's no benefit in having these people in the country, and because of the ignorance we have, you know.
Exactly.
But I think right now everyone is waking up. But like due to the video we were sharing yesterday, you can see globally right now everyone is demanding, like, you know, answers. You know, why are we gotten to the point we are right now, and you're not doing anything about it? You know, and you claim you are our leaders. So I think personally people are waking up and they're getting information on what is going on around the world. The problem is back in the continent, in the motherland. I think it's going to be tough. T for tough.
Yeah, because it's going to be tough, Joe, because it's what? Underdeveloped, and it doesn't have that information like the rest of the world has. So, yes, it's going to be tough because it's been undeveloped and it's been kept in ignorance. And that's on purpose.
Come again?
I said it's been kept underdeveloped and ignorant on purpose. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but you're breaking.
Oh shit, I'm breaking. Yeah.
I do hear you.
Okay, I'm saying it's been kept. Africa's been kept ignorant and underdeveloped on purpose. So white people can keep stealing from the continent. That's why they were there. They didn't come. I know Kendi believes they came to help. He did not. Sorry. That's not the history. They came to rob and steal. Let me ask Kendi something since she's there. I don't know if Kendi knows. You know she believes in the institution. I love that about her. Now ask Kendi. Did you know that they had Kenyans in concentration camps, and they plan to genocide all Kenyan people? Did you know that?
She didn't know.
Cause I'm gonna give her a little
When was that? She's asking when was that?
Wow, see, she didn't even know. That's why the Mau went to war with the British. Cause you were there about see, I know you was in Australia, has the weeds and stuff, and New Zealand. Did you know that Australia was a black country before white people showed up? Kendi, you know that? They genocide all the black people? Yes. They genocided the black people in Australia, Tasmania. They killed every last one of them to get the country. And so since Kenya is not really hot like the rest of Africa, it's a temperate country, they wanted it. They said, we're going to genocide these niggas here and take the country. So they had you in concentration camps back in the night. I wish I was on my computer. I could show you. I know Joby has shared those pictures. Kenyans in concentration camps. They were going to genocide you, sweetheart. This is a fact. And I told you that. They were going to kill all the Kenyans and make Kenya a white man's country like they tried to do down in South Africa. They were going to genocide you. Now, that's an awful truth of history that you don't know. They were going to kill you, the majority. They were going to keep some of you around to be the slave, but they were going to kill the majority of Kenyans off. And so, I want you, when the power comes back on, Kendi, I want you go to the computer. I want you to look up Kenyan.
She has seen it. She has done the research.
Oh, okay.
60. People.
Let me read. After the European settlers arrived in 1788, thousands of Aborigines died from disease, while colonialists systematically killed the rest. There were over 250,000 Aborigines in Australia, but the massacre ended in 1920, leaving not more than 60,000. What?
Exactly. They killed most of the Africans that were there. They killed them. But the ones in Tasmania, at least they left some. The Tasmania, south of there, parts of us, they killed all of them. And they said, hey, we'll worship your white Jesus, just don't kill us. First they said, nah, we're not worshiping no white people. And they said, listen here, just don't kill us, and we'll worship your white Jesus. Just don't kill us all. So those black people start worshiping their white Jesus, and they still killed them all off, Kendi. They still murdered every last one of them. Murdered every last one of them off that land that was theirs. And now, Tasmania is a white country, full of white people. And it's beautiful. Beautiful place. But you won't find nobody black. They murdered them all off. After they said, okay, don't murder us. We'll accept your white Jesus. Just don't kill us. And they killed. And so that was the plan for Kenya. We're going to murder off all these niggas in Kenya. We're going to make it a white country. That was the plan. It was only
not only Kenya. It's not only Kenya, right?
Of course, no. Hell no, it wasn't only Kenya. But Kenya they loved because it was temperate. South Africa, they were going to murder off everybody black down there. Because they stopped fighting. They were going to murder off all the blacks in South Africa. But they were fighting the Zulu. The Zulu said, fuck that. You're not going to murder us all. You crazy? You're not going to come in and murder us all. And we won't accept your white guy. You keep that shit. You're going to have to kill us all. So the Zulu fought. Those some great Zulu wars, fighting the European. Angola, like Queen Azinga, when they were coming, snatching the slaves from Angola, Congo, I told her she had to kill her brother. She said, you're too weak. These white people are at war with us. You're too weak. So she killed her own brother and threw him off the throne. And she became the queen. He said, you're too weak. These white people are stealing Africans. They're killing us. And so she pretended to accept Christianity. Mm-hmm. She was smart. She said, okay, these white people want me to believe in this shit. I'll pretend to believe in this shit until I can, fight. So her whole life, she fought. Let Kendi type of Queen Azinga. Queen Azinga. And she'll see that this beautiful African woman fought this cracker her whole life. It was war. She wasn't gonna let them wipe out. She said, hey, you wiping out my whole people. You wiping us out. You tell me about your Jesus, but you still wipe us out.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, nah, you're not gonna just wipe us out. Fuck that. We're gonna go. We're going to fight. So understanding that, they were gonna do that in Kenya because Kenya, they love Kenya. Everybody got crackers in it. They love Kenya. Kenya would be developed as hell if they killed most of the black people. Kenya would look like South Africa. They wanted Kenya. It's just that the mama finally got a backbone. They said, we're not gonna let you genocide us all. You need to be taught that in Kenyan school. They were gonna genocide you. You think they had concentrations and camps in Kenya to help you? I'm gonna put you in a camp and begin to kill you because I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to teach you. What? They were gonna genocide you. That was the plan for Kenya. But why don't the Kenyans know this? Why don't the Kenyans taught this in school? Because the white man said, you better not teach that shit. You better not teach that we about to genocide your ass.
Mm-hmm. But they've even extended this, like, where it has, considering that they have used religion as a weapon to divide people, to be stuck, you're just stuck, you're waiting on something, good. You don't know when it's going to come.
Yeah, right. You're still waiting on white Jesus. White Jesus will come, so you sit in poverty. You wait on something to never come. You say, you'll get it's the perfect scam. You'll get yours when you die and go to heaven. But man, why the white man get his now? He ain't got to die to go to heaven. He got all the shit now. So he telling you, you got to wait to die in heaven. And then you don't know your history. Before the white people came, Joby and Kendi, Africa was rich. That's why I told Joby all those rich people. It wasn't just Mansa Musa. Kendi, do you know the richest man who ever lived was African? You know that, right?
I do.
So why is Africa poor now then? Africa was rich before the Europeans showed up. He helped you what? Take all your money? Take all your shit? Oh, the white man brought us everything by taking everything. Richest people on the planet were always African. Because you know why? Because they controlled Africa then. You wasn't in no damn poverty and all that shit you see now. Those lies they told you. Africa was rich because you know what? Africa's rich. That's why. Shit. But they were going to genocide. They were going to genocide the Kenyans. Don't nobody in Kenya even know that. They were going to genocide you. That's a fact. That was in the documents. I'm going to show you these documents that we're going to kill these niggas. We're going to kill these people. All, and they didn't distinguish no tribe. We're going to kill all the tribes. We're going to kill the majority of Kenyans. And then we're going to keep a little bit because we need them to be servants. They always keep a little bit to be servants to them. So we'll keep a little bit to be servants. But you guys fought. You guys fought them. You think that, how did your friends die, Kendi, and you had to fight them? You fought them. The mama fought them. They didn't say, hey, we're your friends. You fought. That's why you got the country back. You had to fight them. They didn't just leave. They wanted Kenya. Shit. They didn't just say, okay, we're going to give Kenya back to these black people. They wanted that country.
I think I lost your audio. And
oh, I know. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Look, Kenya, they wanted that country. They wanted Kenya. They love it. They love the terrain. They said we're going to genocide all these black people. And we're going to take this country. I'm going to show you the documents where they say it. Say we're going to kill the majority of these Africans. We'll keep some for servants. We need some of them to be our slaves, to be our servants. You know, we don't want too many. They said we don't want too many of them. But we're going to kill the majority of them. We're going to kill the majority of them. See, the African don't understand the European. And when I say this, they get mad. What do you mean they're going to kill it? Yes, they were going to kill you. That was the plan, to get rid of your ass. That's the plan. Don't get mad at me for teaching you the truth. These are facts of history. You get mad at me. Why you say the white man didn't love us? He was going to genocide you. Hey, don't get mad at me. Don't you get mad at the white man. Don't get mad at me for teaching you the truth. Shit. They want to kill you.
K. Williams is saying Keith is echoing. I can't hear any echo personally. Keith's audio is very okay.
Yeah.
And you're saying Akami's sister does not know that information. She's learning. She is learning. So be kind. That is what I can say. Sister Janet is saying that the meeting.
That's why I was defending Kendi. I said Kendi believes in institution. I did too. You don't know that she's growing up as becoming a barrister, a lawyer. So you're going to believe in the institution. Not even white people didn't create the institution. She believes that they brought it to her. She doesn't know all this stuff yet. So you guys can't be beating up on nobody that doesn't know. You don't know. I didn't know the white man didn't create the law profession. But I was in law school learning all that shit. I'm just saying, and I respect her right to defend the institution. I want her to be able to defend her argument until she gets plausible information that goes against her argument. That's how we learn. We don't learn by beating up on each other. We learn by, assessing knowledge and weighing information. Is this true? Is it not true? You know, what are the mitigating factors? That's how we learn. So, you know, so you ask them why don't teach that they don't genocide them in Kenya? Because the white man said you bet not teach that. So you're supposed to make sure you love us. Give us your shit. So they're gonna teach them, hey, you know white people tried to genocide you? Why? Why would they do that? But we believe in white Jesus now. They don't give a shit. They know that's for you to believe. They want power and money in that land. That's why they were gonna genocide you. You think the Australians wanted to be genocided by them white people when them Zungus showed up? Those were peaceful, loving people. They still murdered them all. Or they did something called rabbit-proof fencing. I taught you what they did. They said, we're gonna breed the black out this nigga. Yeah, these are your Jesus people.
Mm-hmm.
They said, we're gonna breed the black out their ass. He said, well, Keith, how they gonna do that? They're gonna take the children, and the children sleep with white women. And after 3 generations of sleeping with white people, it will become a mulatto to a color back to white. You think I'm making that up? That's a fact of history. You can go look that up. Rabbit-proof fencing in Australia. We're gonna breed the nigga out. We're gonna, if we can't kill him, we'll breed him out. We'll turn them all white. You're like, what? That sounds crazy. It might sound whatever, but that's what they did. That's a fact. So you can say it sounds crazy all damn day long. That's what they did. Shit. You're like, damn, these crackers are wicked. Yeah, they're wicked.
I agree with Sister Janet. You're saying that the missionaries are worth researching as they come to spread peace and love while abusing African people, teaching Africa not to ask questions. I agree with that, because going back to Mozambique right now, what is happening is that the president himself, like when the countries fail, right now we have the religion, which is also like a weapon to now tell people, like, you know, you can do this, you can do this. Right now, the president, because he cannot deal with his own country, is asking the religion leaders to fight crime. And what they're saying is that the Mozambique president, Filipe Nyusi, has urged religious dominations to contribute to the fight against crime in the country through spreading a message of peace, tolerance, and mutual forgiveness. And they're also saying that during the inauguration of the Sikwa Chapel, which is said that the largest chapel of the old Postal Church is in Africa, and with a room of 5,000 worshippers. And they're saying we are concerned, for example, about the Hinoi.
I think that's the big one that the Portuguese built down in Maputo. That damn church is beautiful. That church is beautiful. Go ahead, Joby.
They're saying that we are concerned, for example, about the heinous crime that have been perpetrated and all over the country. And these are the cases of kidnappings, rape of minors, and are often perpetrated by close people. Before the lights went off, I was saying that when it comes to also the matters of kidnapping, like what is happening in Nigeria right now, and relating to what is happening in Mozambique right now, we can see our leaders have failed to even do what they're supposed to be doing, you know. And most of the kidnappings we've seen, it is also contributed, especially in Nigeria, by the same leader. They are funding this, but you know, these actions.
They're puppets put there by Europeans. They're not leaders to do any work for us, for black people. They're there to make sure white people can keep stealing out the continent. They're there to make sure that management of Africa doesn't stop. So the whole thing that the white man learned, he said, well, we can't fight all these black people. Eventually they're gonna fight us. So what we'll do, we'll pretend that we gave them freedom. But we'll keep our puppets back then to do our bidding to make sure we keep getting the riches out of Africa. They said there's too many Africans. They learned that through Kenya. They said we can't fight all these Africans. There's too many. We'll lose. So what we'll do is we won't try to fight all of them. We can't win. They said what we'll do is we make sure they're kept ignorant and we'll keep our puppets in there. That's why these African leaders, people say, why do the African leaders do it? And they're not leaders. They're put there by Europeans to make sure they don't do anything. That's the frustrating, honest part, Joby. They're not there to do anything to benefit African people. That's why they're there. That's why they're allowed to stay there. So everybody's got to read a book called, when Katie was doing the show about the coups. Yes, they bring coups if you don't do what they tell you to do. There's a story called Confessions of an Economic Hitman, where the guy from the CIA tells you the truth.
The book.
Which one?
Confessions
Have you read it?
Hitman.
You need to read it and understand. Africa is rich. They're not going to give Africa up without a fight. You don't have leaders in Africa. We're going to come in and say, listen here, we're going to make you and your family rich, but we're going to steal the wealth out of Kenya, out of Nigeria, out of Ghana. We're going to steal the wealth. And if you do something about it, we're going to put a bullet in your head. You're going to make sure you undereducate your people. Your people are going to stay in poverty, but you'll be rich, and we'll let you steal a little bit. We'll let you do that. But Africa belongs to us, not Africa. And we're not going to give it up without a fight. Understand, Joby, when I tell you this for real, the European was impoverished before they got Africa. The African doesn't know, they're not going to teach you that. Europe is poor. Without Africa, Europe is poor, Joby. I know you think it's rich, you see it, it looks developed. Without Africa, Joby, it's poor. Getting control of Africa gave Europe what? Wealth. Europe was always poor and backwards. Now that it's got Africa, it's what now? Wealthy. And they're not going to give up Africa without a fight.
But most of the people do not know that. You know, it is the opposite.
I know they don't know that. I'm not going to teach. Exactly right, Joe. I'm not going to teach you to overthrow me, Joby. I'm not going to. I just like Kendi. She believes in institutions. That's why everybody looks like they got that white wig on. I'm not going to teach you to overthrow me. Are you crazy? I'm not going to teach you, Joby, to overthrow me. You going to have to learn that on your own. I'm not teaching you how to overthrow me, damn it. I'm not telling. They know what old Europe looks like with them eating each other, cannibalism over in Europe and poverty. They weren't taking baths. They didn't change their clothes. These are facts of history. Like, we're not going back to that. Not without a fight. Not without a fight. Says shit. We got Africa. We're not letting Africa go without no fight, Joby. Africa is rich. Africa is the richest place on earth. Africa is so rich, it's crazy. That's why Africans are so rich. Africa is so rich, it's crazy. That's why all these kings in Africa were rich. Africa is so rich, it's impossible to fathom how rich Africa is and how the people are so poor. People never poor. And another thing, I want Kendi to look this up. So you said the institution was so great. Did you know there were no jails in Africa before the white man showed up? There were no jails now. You know why? Because nobody was impoverished. Nobody was impoverished. Nobody had to commit crime because they wasn't poor. Now we got to commit crime because people are poor. Poverty caused crime. If I'm not poor, I don't need to steal from you, knock you in the head, steal your phone, steal your purse. I'm not impoverished. So there was no prisons in Africa. See, Africans don't know that. There was no jails or prisons in Africa at all. So that means you were really civilized. You didn't have any prisons. It wasn't rapid crime in Africa. You didn't have any prisons. You're like, yeah, we didn't have no prison. Nope, you didn't have any prisons in Africa. That's a fact. There were no prisons in Africa. Till the white man showed up and Martin gave you his system. Thank you, white man, for your system. Yay. I didn't know I wasn't no criminal until you showed up. But these are facts, and Africans need to know that. You governed yourself with dignity. You wasn't having people in prison because you wasn't thieves and robbers and people killing each other and all that shit. That was brought to you by the European. This is his societies. The societies in Africa are all European now. That's why you got prison. That's why you got crime. Because it's unfair, unequal, uncaring. As African people, you're naturally loving. You ain't noticed that about you? You're actually, African people are loving. African people love everybody. You ain't figured that out. They might be bad against other Africans. African people love everybody. That's your nature. You love everybody. So you ain't gotta be told not to be bad to nobody. That's your nature to love everybody. That's why you allowed the European to come in. He was like, oh shit, it's rich. These dumb Negroes allowed us to come in here. We gonna steal everything. We gonna steal every goddamn thing. Go read the writings. If you think I'm lying, go read the writings. The writings tell you we're gonna steal everything. These Negroes are kind. We're gonna steal everything up in here. We're gonna show us something.
That's the problem. They're taking advantage because of the kindness. Like,
Yes,
we're too giving, you know.
exactly. Yes, that's our nature. It might not be good, but it's our nature. We are too loving. That's our nature, and it becomes part of a problem too. I agree. That's our nature. But you can see that's our nature. We're loving, and other people know we're loving, and they'll use that against. They say that's a weakness. They say, "Oh, the African's loving, he's weak." Instead of saying, "Oh, the African," you know what? Check this out. The African would have shared everything with everybody, because that's our nature. Instead of being stolen, but that's not the European's nature. The African, if the European would say, "You know what? We're hungry. We're starving. We don't got nothing in Europe. Can you help us?" African would have said, "Sure, we'll help you. We'll give you whatever you need. We'll give you the shirt off our back." Europeans like, fuck that. We want to own all. We want to take all of it. We want to take your goddamn shirt. We don't want you to share. We want it. We want to control it. You know, we want to control it. We don't want to just have you share with us. We want it. And so the African didn't understand that. They always talk about when the African met the European. We didn't understand that because we're human. We didn't understand that kind of behavior. Rob, steal, cheat, kill. That's un-African. It might be Africa today because you got European tendencies, but that was un-African to rob, steal, cheat, and kill people for shit. That was never our nature. We didn't understand it. You know, we didn't rob. We do it now. We know it now, but back then we did not rob, kill, and steal from people. Because why? We had all the food. Look, Africa has all the food. Africa has all the gold. Africa has all the diamonds. Africa has every damn thing. So who are we going to steal from? Each other? We didn't need nothing from nobody. Africa doesn't need nobody. And everybody knows that. Africa don't need nobody. It has everything. But anyway, let me send Joby some good. Let me see. Because baby Kate can do it short the phone. Let me send Katie and Joby some data. I don't know if the lights are going to come back on today or not. I mean, end of the day.
Well, we just have to wait and see if they're gonna be back. But family, I think we're gonna maybe wind it up there. But before we do, I also have still one more story, and this is coming from Cameroon. Right now, Cameroon, they're looking forward to actually call parties on France to recognize the colonial crimes. And what they're saying about this information is that a collective of Cameroonian political parties.
Not the colonial crimes. Kendi said they were there. Kendi said they were there to help. Not the colonial crimes. Go ahead, I'm messing with her. I'm teasing her. Go ahead, Joey. Go ahead.
A collective of Cameroonian political parties called on President Emmanuel Macron to recognize France's crimes a few hours before the head of states visit to Western African states, including Cameroon, and in its Moroccan's first visit abroad after re-election, as he seeks to reboot France's post-colonial relationship with the continent. And they're saying that everything must be done so that Cameroon no longer accepts French enemy willingly or by force. And they're saying that we take the opportunity to address
hegemony. You try to pronounce hegemony. Hegemony is like how France and England took Kenya, took Ghana, took these countries. It means hegemony. It means complete power and control and genocide. It's called hegemony. Hegemony. Go ahead.
So why they acting like they're trying to make. The problem is that they act like they want to make amends, but there is always something. Like I said, something.
They don't want to make amends. That's them saying, because remember, Africans are starting to wake up. Even Kenya, they say, hey, you people stole everything from us. You people have done all these wicked things to us, and you have never atoned for it. No matter what Kendi talking about, Africans say, hey, you just stolen everything from us. And you gonna we want you out. We want you out. My wife would say, hey, no, we saw it. They can't leave Africa, Joby. They'll be impoverished. They'll say anything. Joby, okay, Joby, I didn't cheat on you 5 times. Say, keep this time to go, Joby, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry now. Come on now, give me another chance. You know I'm not gonna do no good. You know I'm no good. Joby, but I'm sorry, baby. I didn't. That other woman didn't mean nothing to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. That's what the Europeans are doing. After all the killing and robbing and stealing, I'm gonna do better. I still love you. I love you.
That is the perfect example you keep giving. Like, someone wants to come and clean your house and you don't want the help, but still they wanna insist, You don't know how to do it, let me show you.
Exactly, Joby.
That is crazy. But K. Williams, they say that Joby don't know anything, kid. I don't know what you're talking about, K. Williams. I don't know what you're talking about, but thank you so much for joining us. I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Then Kate, we'll see if Kate can be able to do a show using a phone.
Yeah, do your show on your phone, Katie. I'm gonna send you some data, Katie. I'm gonna send Joby some more data too. All right. Okay. So you can keep it popping, Katie.
What's popping?
and that's what's up.
I see even K. Williams told me to tell Kathleen what's popping. So much love, family.
I'm looking for a better name to give K. Williams. K. Williams always gives people nicknames.
His name. He used to use Stop the BS.
Yako aza kupewa Mkambi's sister sahi. You are Mkambi's sister for now. That is what he's called.
Yeah, but his name used to be Stop the BS, but he used his government name. It used to be Stop the BS. And now he uses his government name. You guys know his name is K. Williams.
K. Williams is better.
Yeah, K. Williams. His name is Keith Williams. Keith Williams.
Keith Williams?
There you go.
Oh, okay. But thank you, Keith Williams, for joining us. Sister Janet, George Guy, thank you so much for joining. And to everyone who did catch up with the show, Asanteni Sana. Sorry for the inconveniences with the electricity. It is the electricity in Africa we have. We can't, there's nothing we can do about it. Like the same thing is happening in South Africa. That is what we're facing right now. But much love to everyone, and catch up with Katie's show. And we're going to see maybe if the lights are going to be back before we can do the Rhythm Scoop show. And I'll be also with you later at the Africa Today show. But for now, kwaherini. Have an amazing, amazing day. Kwaheri, Keith.
Hey, look, I'm going to say some data money, Joby.
Tuko pamoja.
Tuko pamoja. And I said it right, man. damn you, Katie. Took a promotion.
Much love, family.